What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk about a topic that I want to call Will 2017 Repeat Itself? And of course, I mean with the crypto craze, with a ton of altcoins that rose. I think many did 30x to 100x. I kind of missed out on that because I only came into crypto January 2018, and I did not know about all the excitement that people got into a few months earlier. So I was running late 2017. I was running a blog called, or on my website called phoneinf.com, which I don't have anymore. But I was writing articles about smartphones, around 5 articles per day, around 300 words per day. And I sort of did that for a couple of months, right? So I was not doing the crypto stuff. And the reason why I kind of started a website and like wrote articles about phones is because that's my passion. And I kind of I started to look 2015 for a way to be a little bit more independent and free from YouTube. And it didn't work so well with the website. Like, yeah, I got some success, right? But it was kind of slow. Then I found, of course, Steam blockchain and this new technology, and I realized this is exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for, well, I enjoyed the content stuff, right? Making the content stuff, but monetize it was so hard. So I kind of saw with Steam that, okay, so we have a very interesting monetized layer here, and maybe it's best to just start doing videos instead then, because I was so big into video. For example, the reason why I started to do text content was because if I wanted to host my own videos on my own website, it would be somewhat expensive. So I thought, okay, maybe just do the text content, right? Okay, so that was kind of what I was doing late 2017. So will 2017 repeat itself? Do I think we're going to see hundreds of new coins and that people are going to buy into them? Now, some people say this is going to happen again, and the more I've been considering it, maybe I believed it in maybe I believed it 2019 that we would see a new altcoin craze. But the more I've been considering it now, the more I realize it may not actually happen. So will some new coins come? Probably. But what I think people are getting a little bit smarter, or like people are actually getting smarter. And the thing is, like, not everyone has to become a genius. So people always think that everyone has to become super smart for everyone to be smart. No, if you have just a little bit better leaders and people follow a little bit smarter people, then a lot of craziness that happened 2017 would not happen. But just because it was like the first time something like that happened, that is why it kind of played out the way it did, and why a lot of stuff then eventually failed the way it did, because there was a lot of noobs in the space. And now a lot of the noobs are kind of scared, and I don't think they're gonna fall for the same thing again. Sure, people are gonna fall for things here and there, but at the same time, people are getting a little bit smarter. So, for example, after the BitConnect thing, naturally people become super skeptical of crypto. You know, like that kind of BitConnect thing hurt the industry so much that it may have slowed down this industry a couple of years. And there's a bunch of these events, like where one thing hurts the industry so much and slows things down so much that, yeah, it's really like you think that, wow, it really looks bad now. So yeah, the way I think this is gonna play out is, sure, we're gonna get new coins, but they are people gonna see what worked in the past. Like, I have so much stuff that failed 2017, or no, 2018, 2019, that I observed myself, that I'm like super skeptical of so much, because what you realize is most teams are not competent, they cannot deliver, they don't even know what they're doing. So back in 2018, you could just do a white paper and you got money instantly, or in 2017. You just have to do. I have a white paper. I have this idea, and I have a token. And like people came, like people invested a lot of money into a lot of random stuff because it seems like they kind of know what they're doing. But now people realize how many people run from projects, or that just many people don't know what they're doing, or that just many incompetent people are running a lot of things. And what they do is they use exit scam. Most stuff is just exit scams, like the Twitter stops updated, or like they shut down something, or they run away. Like this whole industry has a massive problem with like no loyalty, you know. So I don't think 2017 will repeat itself exactly the way it was then, because what's going to happen is if people see, like smart people in this industry, if they see some crazy stuff go down and they already have gotten the pain from that in the past, they're probably going to warn their followers. And some people say, yeah, well, they're not going to do it. Like history is going to repeat itself exactly the same as it did last time. No, I don't actually think it will, because people, I've been seeing a lot of new smart people in the industry come out and like speak very clearly, truthful about things, and it actually has helped the industry a lot, improve the reputation of this whole crypto industry. So I can see that when people get people that say real stuff, people tend to listen to them and they kind of see through all the other kind of nonsense. Of course, we always will have nonsense, and but the better technology we also get, and the more computers can do things better, also more sophisticated, remove a lot of annoying tasks for humans. It means that humans have more time over to kind of consider things more. Is like, what is really what we need? What is it that really needs to be solved? And then when people really have more time over to look at these things, yeah, I don't think they're going to repeat exactly the same mistakes, because now, for example, with Twitter, people can point out super fast when someone is making a mistake that we have seen. Oh, wait a sec, this guy is doing a mistake that we saw kind of didn't work in the past. And then we can like link them to like, oh, this has been done in the past and it didn't work. Why would it work now when you're trying to do the same thing? And it's super fascinating now with the internet, especially with blockchains. Like we can go look at blocks, like what people did certain times, and we can see, oh, this didn't work, oh, this worked. And it's kind of funny, right? Because you need a lot of data collect over a couple of years to sort of start to figure out what is actually going on, what is actually working, what is the real thing, what is not the real thing, what is a dumb idea, what is a good idea. And you can't know this in advance, you know, like you have to see kind of how things play out in many ways and then kind of adjust to that. And you have to try a lot of things also. Sure, you can learn from stuff in the past, but no people have done the crypto and the blockchain stuff in the past in human history. So it really is like people are trying things and like really seeing, okay, this fails, oh, this succeeds, oh, we should do this more, we shouldn't do this more, which is kind of fun. So yeah, I don't think 2017 is going to repeat itself exactly the way it did then. Mainly because it's like if people have shelled something and then it didn't work out, usually they are not that into doing the same thing again, because they kind of would look like a fool, right? So if someone shells something that's horrible or like ends up horrible, their reputation is kind of damaged kind of a long time. Even though people may not say it out loud, it's like, yeah, people just don't trust that source anymore, or they go and try to use something else. So yeah, I don't think 2017 will repeat itself the way it played out then. I think it's going to be way different, and I don't think we're going to see the same kind of abundance of coins, because mainly because I think we're gonna have a few coins that are used so much better than the rest, that it's just gonna, that a lot of economic power is gonna start to shift and move into those directions. And the more economic power that moves into specific places because they're used so much better, the less economic power there is to pump a lot of other like sillier ideas. Sure, gonna get some new coins. Sure, we're gonna get some people trying new brands, but very few are having good brands or a good token idea. And much stuff is just like, we don't actually need this. we can already do this without a token or without a blockchain. So that is what I wanted to talk a little bit about today. Hopefully enjoyed. Have a great day, DTube and Steam blockchain.